Welcome to the Cape Fear Sports Report.
It's driven by the Stevenson Automotive Group. I'm Jim Clark. Coming up on this edition, we'll talk about all things high school football. Big weekend of the county schools. Also, UNCW sports. We'll give a complete rundown of everything that went on this week.
Welcome to the Cape Fear Sports Report, driven by Stevenson Automotive Group. I'm Jesse Jones.
And I'm Jim Clark. Red Francesco's here on College Road between College and Carr Avenue. And it's the home of some of the greatest sports artwork you can find. Gary Longardo is the artist based right here in Wilmington. And as you see Sonny Jurgensen over my left shoulder, you've got artwork from all around the world and all around the country. Some of the greatest art you're going to see as far as a sports fan is concerned. You've got Mean Joe Green, Joe Frazier, Tom Landry, Trot Nixon, you name it, there is artwork here. There's a great Troy Aikman painting. If you're a Cowboy fan, come here to Francesco's and you're going to find some great artwork. And with Christmas right around the corner, you can't go wrong. Yes, I went Christmas this early. Thank you.
And coming up, we'll sit down with Gary in an upcoming show. Gary's busy right now. He just painted a base that Derek Jeter touched when he broke Lou Gehrig's all-time hit record.
Make sure you come by and check out the artwork. And also go online, CapeFearSportsReport.com.
That's right, with the explosion of the internet, all of the highlights are just a click away.
Things have certainly changed in the world of sports since the old days when I was a kid. Growing up, I looked forward to my weekly date with the Sunday Boston Globe sports section. I would soak up as much as I could, everything from how many points the Celtics were averaging during their latest winning streak in the Garden to who led the Red Sox in doubles. I brought it everywhere with me until I had read it cover to cover. Dad taught me well. But now with the internet and YouTube, you can learn and see so much. You can see dudes spit out of massive tubes on waves you didn't think were rideable. You can see dunks by NBA stars over dudes that are 7'2". And you can see dunks by local high school stars like New Hanover's Jermaine Jones. Or dunks by street ballers like this 720. And that's two backs. Some, like ESPN columnist Bill Simmons, have come up with their own best of YouTube list. This catch made his list for good reason. And that, my friends, is showing the love. Like my youth with the Globe Sports, the Cape Fear Sports Report started out as a print publication. From an 8-page black and white version to a 20-page color version, there was still more. Something missing. A website, of course. After posting stories and pictures to complement the magazine, we had to take it to the next level. Enter YouTube. With YouTube, we are able to bring you highlights from local action going on around Wilmington. Whether you are looking to catch up on some of the high school action or are looking for interviews with local stars like Kenny Bunny of the Wilmington Hammerheads, we are able to post YouTube clips directly with each story, giving you the best coverage we can.
The big thing is the build-up. I think we started with the ball and we held it for 2 minutes.
We had many champions grace the cover of the magazine, and even one chump. Yes, like Bill Simmons, this is my number one YouTube clip. For the Cape Fear Sports Report, this is Jesse Jones.
Let's take a look at the top 5 slams from last week's Midnight Madness. Number 5. Big 6'11" freshman Matt Wilson does his best MJ impression and rocks the cradle with the slam. Number 4. Junior transfer Ahmad Grant shows off his athleticism as he skies for a dunk. Number 3. Human highlight reel Dominique Lacey goes through the legs to get the crowd on its feet. Let's take another look at it. Number 2. Redshirt junior Daryl Felder gets a pass from Darian Geralds and throws down a windmill. Let's check it out again. And number 1. 6'2" freshman Maya Levels ignites the gym with her one-handed slam. I don't care if it was a volleyball, it's still cool. And it's always good to give a shout out to the Lady Seahawks.
Thank you, Jim Dalkey. Cannot wait. UNCW basketball. Don't forget, Wake Forest is coming this year. The Trask Coliseum should be a big time. Big time right now, though, is high school football. Only a couple weeks left in the Mid-Eastern Conference. Jesse Jones has a rundown of the big weekend.
It was senior night at Bucktown. The Laney seniors were trying to cap their careers with a big home win against crosstown rival New Hanover. The Wildcats came in 6-2, and they took to the ground right away. The Wildcats got their running game going early as Tevin Mishu bust loose, going in for the game's opening score as New Hanover took a 6-0 lead with 8:54 still left in the first quarter. The Wildcat defense did their job, led by some big hitting by linebacker Hunter Lancaster, who's not fooled by the sweep and finishes this tackle off with a body slam. The sure-footed Nick Esquire capped the next New Hanover drive by hitting a 37-yard field goal, giving the Cats a 9-0 lead. Laney senior TJ Lynch helped rally the Bucks. First, he dumps off the little screen pass to Kawan Keys, who breaks down the sideline for a big gainer as the Bucks get their offense in gear. Laney continued to march. Lynch capped the drive with a 2-yard run, cutting the New Hanover lead to 9-6 as the teams went into the locker rooms for halftime. After a 40-yard Esquire field goal, New Hanover made the lead 19-6 on Everett Israel's 5-yard run early in the fourth quarter as the Wildcats looked to be in control. Laney had time for one last charge. They faked the punt, and Mikhail Rowland hits Ramon Green, giving the Bucks some life, getting a huge first down. Tevin Clay would then drop back and find Joseph McCall in the front corner of the end zone, cutting the lead to 19-12 as Bucktown came alive. But that was as close as Laney would get as they fall to 0-9 and 0-3 in the Mid-Eastern Conference. New Hanover improves to 7-2 and are still unbeaten in the league at 3-0.
Hoggard kept pace with New Hanover as they beat Rose 16-13 as they stayed 3-0 in the conference as well. Rose, 2-1, is in third place. Checking out the games coming up this week. Rose is going to be at New Hanover, Ashley will play at Hoggard, and Laney will travel to New Bern. For the Cape Fear Sports Report, this is Jesse Jones.
Thank you, Jesse. High school football, only 2 weeks left. Everything is up for grabs in the Mid-Eastern Conference. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk a little sports from around the world. Also, see what some of the DJs over at Sunrise Broadcasting have to say about the upcoming Bills-Panthers game. You're watching the Cape Fear Sports Report right here on WWAY News Channel 3, brought to you by Stevenson Automotive Group.
Hi, this is Amy Bambinek, head volleyball coach at UNC Wilmington. You're watching the Cape Fear Sports Report.